What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for match number 2. The play-in tournament is rolling on here as we're heading to the Rival League, where Chimeras are going to take on Lightspeed. I'm Rockerman, joined by Mr. Coin. Once again in the booth. Coin, we had a crazy first matchup, and the last one ended up in a sweep with the Dragons. They took care of business and moved on to the 7th seed.
Yeah, I mean, the Dragons got it done. Clean sweep. I mean, I know they're missing Ren, but I mean, man, clean game from Dragons. Bluey stepped up with some crazy shots. Falcon did his part. North did his part, and they got it done.
Yeah, they definitely did get it done, and that was a crazy matchup. But we're going to be moving on. Before I do that, quick couple of shout-outs in the chat here to some resubs here. Jaeger's coming back for 34 months. Nixoy coming back for 25. Grebsy with 10 months. Dukes with 29. And Muley coming back for 6 months. Thank you guys all for the support for the resubs. You'll love to see it keeping the playoff and the postseason hype rolling. And speaking of rolling, why don't we roll on to this playoff bracket here, Coin, as we've got Chimeras versus Lightspeed. You guys can see them there on the bracket at the 7-8 matchup. The winner is going to be facing Hydra. Loser is moving up to play on Saturday night against the winner of Blaze versus Vortex. What do you make of this bracket right now as you look at it, Coin?
I mean, I'm giving it a little bit of an edge to Chimeras. I mean, I know these teams have got to be close again. I mean, I know that Rival is pretty close. It's really up to anybody. Anybody could really win this, but I'm just gonna give the edge to Chimeras because I've already seen them play, but it could go Lightspeed's way.
Yeah, it definitely could. I mean, Lightspeed is not a bad team. I mean, they made it here for a reason. And we've seen them on stream as well, so they're not anyone to be reckoned with either. But we're gonna have to see, as it looks like we've got a couple players joining up in the lobby. Let's take a quick look at the rosters here. I'll kind of read them off what we're working with. Looks like for Rival, for Lightspeed, looks like we got Demas, Rio, Blah, and Jtron are the 4. And then over on the Chimeras, you got J-Rod, Arc, Big Rick, and Mealy. Who are you looking out for in this matchup, Coin, before we get into things?
I'm looking out for my man J-Rod. I think I saw him in chat earlier today, but yeah, I mean that's gonna be a big player to step up. I mean the players at the higher prices are gonna be the game changers in my opinion. I mean Demas and J-Rod are the people that come to mind. I mean maybe Arc, throw Arc in there because it's a close price differential, but yeah, I mean those players right there are going to be the difference maker. When you have two teams like this that are evenly matched, evenly priced, you know, it's all really up to one or two players to make the difference for their team.
Yeah, definitely so, and we're going to see who's going to be the difference maker. It looks like we got him in the lobby here, so we're going to get him joined up. It looks like the Discord right now, Coin, is rocking with Lightspeed. It looks like 15-8 in favor of Lightspeed in the Discord. It looks like the channel points are a little bit at edge of the Chimeras. Who do you got in this matchup as we get into things?
I got Chimeras in 5. I saw him do a 5 before. I think we'll see him do a 5 this time.
Alrighty, well, we are going to have to find out, folks, as we are getting things underway here. Game number 1 of the play-ins. The winner will take the 7th seed and move on to the playoffs. As we're getting into things with Chimeras in the alternate yellows tonight here with Arc, Big Rick, and J-Rod. And then in the red, we got Jtron, Demas, and Rio on the roster. We're going to see who is going to step up big in this one. Is this one sent back into the Chimeras end? Jtron gonna block this one across midfield. Big Rick gonna bang it down. Rio gonna be up to stop that one. Jtron off the sidewall. Demas out in the midfield. Opportunity for a bang. Can't quite hit it here. As we're into game 1, and you know, as we get into game 1, we kind of talked about it. You guys talked about it a little bit in the last game, Coin, with the nerves, but this is a whole new ball game, Coin, when you get into the postseason here. This is do or die. Obviously, this one, if you lose this matchup, you still get to play on Saturday. That's the benefit of being, you know, a 7 and 8 seed. But what do you make of the nerves heading into this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, oh, it just as I was about to answer that question, Demas comes on crashing through Oyer. It's gonna get it past Big Rick, and Demas gonna put that one past Arc, and it's gonna be good for goal number 1.
Yeah, that's a huge first goal there to start off the scoring for Lightspeed, and Demas is definitely someone to watch out for on this team. If I had to pick a player, I'd be watching out for him for sure. But yeah, so we have to see who's going to step up here And like I mentioned, Quinn, the playoffs or the postseason, there's just different aura about the postseason. There's just different nerves. It's, you know, whole new season basically.
There's a charm to it, Rocker Man. I mean, it's J-Rod goes for the fake, but J-Tron doesn't fall for it. Yeah, I mean, it's a different feeling. I mean, once you get into the playoffs, I mean, everything changes. I mean, I've seen teams that have coasted during the regular season, and all of a sudden they're a brand new team in the playoffs. And I mean, we could very well see this as we get closer and closer to games that become more detrimental to lose.
Yeah.
As right now, both teams are just trying to fight for the better position.
Yeah, definitely so. There is definitely a lot of pressure, and we'll have to see who can handle it. These Chimeras, mentioned it in our match preview in news this morning, but they have some chemistry here with Arc, Big Rick, and J-Rod. They've been together for a few seasons now, and they're trying to give it one last run before the full reset next season. So they're going to see if they can make it happen here. Currently in the 7th seed, but they find themselves down 1-0 here. This one sent out the backward. Look with a double tap down. Demas almost able to find that one in the midfield. But instead it's going to be Big Rick clearing it down. Rio going to turn this one back in. As it's sent to the midfield. Going to be popped up just a little bit. Demas on the block with J-Rod. He's going to send it back down to J-Tron. This one into the corner there. Going to get it by 1, but only so far as the midfield. Rio going to try to help him out with that one. It's J-Rod sending this one down. Going to be blocked in the midfield. This Arc going to now send it back. It's up there. Opportunity. Thrown off the backboard. Could be a follow-up attempt, but a huge miss comes through. Could be a counterattack, but J-Rod is going to get back to that one. As that one looked like a huge opportunity there, Coin. As Chimera is still fighting for their first goal of the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, that was their first clean passing plays. Big Rick is going to get it over one, and it's going to be good. Big Rick coming on through for his team.
Yeah, this one just a massive dunk. Big Rick coming through and catching Lightspeed off guard. A little bit too much control right in front of your net. You got to watch out for that one. And it's a massive, big goal here. The Chimeras on the board here. Gonna have to see if they can continue the momentum or if Lightspeed is going to battle back. It's this one out of the midfield. J-Rod with the opportunity. Going to be blocked out there. Found a 50. Back to the Lightspeed end. Arc off the corner. Going to block this one up real high. Chimeras trying to get to that one, but Big Rick only able to get it so far. This one out of the midfield. The net is wide open, and Rio is going to finish it off.
Just like that, Rio just gets a clean one. Open net off a sidewall touch. A little bit unfortunate there, and that's going to go in. I mean, right where I was about to say, I mean, it seems like Lightspeed has just had the cleaner opportunities. It feels like when Chimera got that goal, they had to claw for it. They had to fight for it, but Lightspeed just kind of getting some more easy shots on net. I mean, it's either open doubles or, you know, an open net in that case.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, that was a clean passing attempt, and Demas is one of those players that has been just absolutely diming up this season. I believe he is second in assists per game, if my memory serves correctly. Yeah, he is second in assists per game in rival leagues. So Demas is finding those assists, and the rest of his teammates are finishing them off, and they've had some clean looks so far. But can Chimeras find a clean look of their own? It will be Lightspeed taking this game 1. Under a minute now. Demas gonna bang it down over the top of one. Big Rick thought about getting this one. Gonna grab the boost. Could be a dangerous ball. It's off the backboard. Opportunity. Gonna be slotted in. Demas puts it home. Huge mistake from Chimeras.
Just like that, they put another one up. Demas, goal number 2. Rio and J-Rod and Big Rick are just not in the right spot, and Demas is gonna put it in.
Yeah,
like I said, the clean shots have just been coming through for Lightspeed. Rockerman.
Yeah, they really have. That's another one right there. They are just finding their opportunities and making the most of them. The Chimeras just seem a little bit out of sorts right now. Not quite able to get up to these balls like they would like. And Demas going down with the fake. Gonna pop it up. He's hunting for the bump. Can Rio put it in? No, J-Rod gonna be able to get back to that one. But it forces the double commit out. It's Chimeras gonna try to bring it back. This one hard off the backboard. Here comes Rio for the shot. Trying to put it down. It's not quite gonna go, but it's still floating in front of the net. J-Tron coming through off the post again. It's not gonna go. But the time is ticking away here for Chimeras to try to find 2. Need to pull one in with time remaining, and that one is gonna be a dagger. Rio puts it home, and Lightspeed will surely take game 1.
The dagger indeed. Big Rick just not getting the touch he's looking for. Gets a little bit of a bump though, but it doesn't matter. Rio just put that one in, and the game 1 dagger is there.
And Lightspeed, 4 goals showing so far here in game 1. Gonna take this game pretty handily. They definitely had the upper hand here. These Chimeras just kind of seem a little bit out of sorts as they're going to miss another one, and Jatron, why not at a 5th of the board?
Jatron just stacking up that paper, baby, putting shots on net. They're good. I mean, right before this last, minute, I was gonna say, I mean, the shots. I mean, Chimeras had 4, Lightspeed had 5, but just in that last minute, Lightspeed has doubled their shots on net and doubled their goals.
And they might find one more for the road, not quite, but that one's gonna hit the ground. But yeah, I mean, Coin Lightspeed, just a stellar showing in game number 1 here, and they kind of just dominated the Chimeras. I mean, look at that stat sheet.
Yeah, I mean, early on it was close, but the kind of shots on net that Chimera was getting, they just weren't clean. They were there, but they had to fight for them. They had to claw for them, and they got one of them. But they can't do that against Lightspeed, who's put up 5 goals and put up 13 shots on net. I mean, a high output offense like that, uh, they're gonna have to either play some better defense or take advantage of maybe a little bit of a Lightspeed overcommit, or throw in some demos. I mean, something different. But 5-1 is not a good way to start off.
Yeah, definitely not. And I mean, we're gonna have to see what they can do. Me personally, I need to see some more connections from these Chimeras players. Like I mentioned, their biggest plus for them is they have the chemistry here, and they need them. They need to show everyone why they've got that chemistry. They need to make it happen here, and we're gonna have to see as we are about to head into game number 2. But Coin, what do you want to see? I know I want to see chemistry from them. What do you want to see again from the Chimeras?
Yeah, I would like to see them link up a little bit, right? Whenever they're clearing the ball downfield, it doesn't seem to be to anybody. I would like to see them clear it to one of their teammates that has boost, and then maybe that teammate can control the ball and create some sort of pass or solo play with it. It's a good little bump there by Demas, but not much out of Chimeras just like that. I mean, Arc would have popped that right out to the midfield, and somebody's second man hopefully was there. That's what I would like to see, but just seems like whenever the ball is on Lightspeed's end, eh, it's a clear, and then they're able to control it and then make something happen with it. And just does not seem like Chimera can do that right now.
No, I agree with you completely there. I think that's how it starts here. That's how you can find these passing plays. This one is a huge shot towards the net. Chimera is trying to get back to this one. Gonna throw it off the backboard. Another opportunity. Throw it off the backboard, but Jatron gonna save it away. But I think you're exactly right. Finding those clears into teammates and then transitioning, it could be big for the Chimeras here as Lightspeed maybe caught him out on a little bit of an overcommit. J-Rod trying to get to this one. High off the backboard. Rio, no boost up there. Here comes Big Rick off the ceiling. Dropping it down for Arc. Looking for the shot. Off the post. It's going to be saved away. But a follow-up. It's still floating around here as they're trying to keep it in. Another bump going to come through as they're trying to push this one through. But the Lightspeed defense is still holding strong as they're going to finally find a clear.
Oh my gosh, 2 shot opportunities for Chimera, and they toss it away. But I like how they're playing. I mean, that's the key here. This Chimera is the best Chimera I've seen so far in the entire season. If they can keep playing like this, they can make this series competitive. But oh, just like that, the ball is just sitting there, and Big Rick's gonna get bumped.
Oh, and that one's a heartbreaker right there. Jatron gonna put it in, but look at the bump here. Rio says, yeah, Big Rick, you're big, but I'm bigger, as he bumps him out of the way, and that's a massive first goal in game 2.
See you later, Big Rick. Get out of the net. I'm in the paint now. As they're gonna get goal number 1. Game 2.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to see how Chimeras are gonna answer. You do not want to get put in another opportunity to reverse sweep. It's just an opportunity looking towards the net, but Demas, great defense on the end. That was a big opportunity as Demo gonna come through. Jatron gonna find one touch, but this one popped up by Big Rick looking for Arc off the backboard. Can he find the follow? He can't. Demas racing out to this one. J-Rod gonna find a touch, able to keep it in the corner. He's hunting down, trying to find a bump on Jatron there. As Chimeras off the corner, Jatron gonna get a good touch there. But this one, shot towards the net. Rio has to be careful. It's just off the post, trying to find the follow. J-Rod gonna be denied away for the moment. This one still up in the midfield, looking for a pass attempt maybe. Trying to find the angle is Big Rick, but he can't find it. But they are looking for each other. And again, Coin, it's just about breaking through. They've had a couple of good opportunities, have the Chimeras, just haven't quite found one in the back of the net.
I mean, they have almost double the amount of shots on net that Lightspeed has. I mean, complete turnaround from last game, but they have no goals to count. I mean, they've yet to make it on the board in game number 2, and they're gonna have to make something fall. Otherwise, Lightspeed might be able to ride this one out.
Yeah, you do not want to be put in a reverse sweep attempt. We saw what happened in the last one. A sweep came through, and Lightspeed, the 8th seed, technically, both these teams with very close records in the regular season, so obviously a close skill gap, but you want to win this game. Like we mentioned, you can secure your spot in the playoffs with a win, get in that 7th seed. Otherwise, you have to play again on Saturday night. I know no one wants to be put in that position. A winner go home, best of 5. Chimeras,
Yeah.
really gonna have to lock in here.
Nobody wants to play for their life, as eventually you do once you get into the playoffs, but you hope that's later down the road and that pressure isn't put on so early. But that's going to be the key. I mean, who is going to step up to the pressure? Is the light too bright for Chimera right now? That's the question I keep asking myself. And can they make it happen?
And we're gonna have to see here as we're getting down to about a minute remaining. They find themselves down by 1, but here's an opportunity, an open net, but no, he skies it. Arc had the opportunity, but another huge miss. Chimera's gonna be looking back at that one. They can't find another one through. As this one sent off to the side, J-Rod gonna find a touch. Lightspeed defender is up. This one sent to the midfield. Rio is there. Great defense to race back. J-Rod off the corner. But Lightspeed can be able to pop it out. Demas sending this one down. Chimera's recovering, trying to find some boost. This one only so far as the midfield for J-Tron. He's by 1, looking for a 50 on 2, but J-Rod is going to get just enough of a touch. Big Rick with an opportunity, trying to send it down now. It's the time ticking, trying to avoid an 0-2 hole. This one up in the midfield, 30 seconds remaining. A huge miss. Gonna go low, Rio. Find the touch. It's still dangerous. Can they come through? Rio taking control. Demas is gonna help him out. But the Chimeras maybe have one more chance, maybe 2 in them here, as they're trying to send it down here to try to force OT. This one high off the backboard. Demas gonna try to take it out. It's still in Lightspeed zone. They're gonna double commit on that one, but they're gonna get it out for the moment. Arc gonna find a 50. Can Chimeras send it all the way back? This one to the wall. It just has to hit the ground. And that one, Demas, actually going to keep it up. It's floating in midfield. This could be dangerous. High off the backboard here. Opportunity. Here comes a shot. It's going to go in.
God.
Arc puts it in with 0 seconds.
Lightspeed absolutely trolling there. He could have let it drop, but he chooses not to. It gives life to Chimeras. I mean, if they're able to come back and win this series, I mean, there's a part of me who's blaming whoever kept that ball up.
Oh my goodness. Just when you thought it was a 2-0 sweep, that one almost gonna be turned in, but just when he thought it was gonna be a 2-0 series lead, instead we've got overtime. And can the Chimeras make them pay for this one, Coin?
I mean, I hope so. I hope. Look, that's what would be best for the fans. I mean, the fans want to see a long series. They want to see these teams go back and forth. Arc gets a little whiff there, Big Rick there, but they gotta capitalize. I mean, they could have all the shot opportunities in the world. If Chimeras cannot take advantage of one of them, you know, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're the Chimeras, you gotta come up big with this gold. It's just momentum. It's mental. You can tie this series up at 1-1. You now want to go down 2-0, and after a mistake by keeping that ball up, if they can make them pay here, it could be detrimental. This one dangerous, but Big Rick able to get back in time. J-Rod there is Lightspeed is starting to put a little bit of pressure on Big Rick. Gonna take that one, but blocked out by Rio. Opportunity now, Arc. Gonna send it a long ways. There's the demo in the midfield. Arc looking again, popping this one up. The net is kind of open. Can they get back to it? No, not quite. That one just a little bit wide, but Chimeras really trying to put on this pressure in OT. This one floating. Lightspeed gonna be blocked up. This is a dangerous ball. It's an opportunity for J-Rod, but J-Tron is gonna make that save. Able to send it off as Big Rick off the ceiling. Sending this one out. Demas, no boost to work with it. J-Rod puts it in. Chimeras come back and tie the series.
Just as I was saying, this is a must-win game for them. I mean, I do not think they're gonna pull off a reverse sweep against a team like this. And they won. They took advantage of that mistake that gave them that opportunity for the goal. And they took advantage of it right when they needed to, giving Chimera their first win of the series.
Yeah, I mean, that was that was a crazy one right there. Coin is Chimeras, they flipped the script. They're the ones with 13 shots this time, and they're gonna come out with the win. But I mean, man, what a showing for them. Just when you thought, Coin, just when you thought it might have been over, In that one. They bring it back. I mean, I thought for sure they were just going to put the ball down, but instead it stays up and the Chimeras make them pay at 0 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who on that team did that, but uh I gotta put some of the blame on that person. I mean, I don't know who it is. We'll know in the replays whenever those come out or after the stream's over. But yeah, that is not what you want to do. I mean, I think Lightspeed still has a chance to win the next couple of games, but they could go to a game 5, and with the games being this close and the scoreboard, I would not want to go to a game 5, and
Yeah.
it could this game could have been the difference maker. I mean,
Yeah, it definitely could have been, and I mean we're gonna have to see heading into a game number 3 here. But I mean, Coin, after a heartbreaker Lightspeed, you're a second away. You just gotta put the ball, then you're a second away from going up 2-0. Instead, now you find yourselves 1-1. How do you mentally recover from that one?
you have to you have to laugh it off. You have to laugh. Oh, they won a game. Haha. I meant to do that, right? That's that's what you got to put in your head, because if you get into the mindset of I kept that ball up on purpose, which is the reality of the situation,
Hmm.
then your whole team's mental is gonna go down the drain, because now you're gonna start blaming each other for why you lost the game, and it was 100% avoidable. I mean, that ball did not need to be touched again. They chose, whoever that player did, they chose to put that ball up,
Yeah,
and they got punished for it.
yeah. Unfortunately for their sake, but they're gonna have to bring it back here, and we'll have to see if Lightspeed can step up big here in game number 3, as we're heading into it here on Manfield night. As Arc gonna try to get this one. Big Rick, not a lot of boost back. Gotta make a touch. He barely scrapes it away to the corner. The J-Tron gonna steal the boost. Demas gonna take a shot, but this one is gonna be sent back into the Lightspeed zone. Awkward double commit. J-Rod gonna fake it underneath, trying to leave it for a teammate, but that one not quite gonna go there. As Lightspeed find themselves backed up just a little bit. J-Rod into the corner. This one off to the side for a moment. J-Tron gonna clear this one out, trying to give chase to it, but it's Big Rick on the touch. This one sent up high. J-Rod gonna be banging it back down. But honestly here, Coin, is this one popped up in midfield. I don't know if it's a completely different Chimeras team or if it's a completely different Lightspeed team. What do you make of that?
I'm not sure either. I mean, Chimera is definitely connecting more on the passing plays. I mean, game 1 there was none. There was no passing plays in game 1. They were just trying to get the ball out of their half, but now they're able to play a little bit cleaner Rocket League. They're able to make some space for each other, control the ball, send it downfield where there's somebody there. Just like that, J-Rod's gonna turn, but yeah, I mean and that move, it was just a little bit harder, that would have been in. But yeah, I mean, this is a better Chimeras team in my opinion.
Yeah, they definitely have looked better, as Demas is looking to hunt down this demo. J-Tron is trying to turn back around. The bumps come through, but J-Tron didn't quite have the control he was looking for. So we're in a game 3, a crucial one here. Who is going to go up 2-1 in the series, put themselves 1 win away from the playoffs? This one gonna fake by 1, but not quite going to get too much further as J-Tron pops it up, looking for a bump there. But Arc going to send it down. Big Rick is lurking. Awkward ball. It's going to be shot in. And
Oh
Big
my
Rick
God.
sends it home.
Big Rick! Oh my, just the thought in the back of my head is that if Chimera ends up winning this series, I mean, that's gotta be detrimental for Lightspeed going into their next series. Man, Big Rick trying to make it happen.
Yeah, Big Rick. He is trying to make it happen as J-Rod sending this one towards the net, but it's going to be cleared to the corner. And a massive goal here is the Chimeras keeping it rolling. Lightspeed got to find a way to recover. This one dropping down awkward, but Demas is going to step up, and I'm looking for a Lightspeed player. Whoever it is, Demas, Rio, J-Tron, someone has to step up big here and just put one in the back of the net. Calm the tides here. As this one popped up in the corner. Chimeras looking to try to chase this one out. J-Tron, though, gonna find a touch. Ball popping up. Here comes Demas looking for the angle. It's actually gonna work out as a fake. Rio has an opportunity, but he's gonna side flip off the ball. And that one again. And it just seems like, I don't know, Coin, maybe the mental from Lightspeed is chalk. They're missing, they're doubling. It's just ever since that 0-second goal,
Yeah.
it just seems like there's a collapse.
The mistakes are coming out of Lightspeed left and right now, and it's the mentality of I can make the difference for my team because my team isn't doing enough, and that's what this looks like. It looks like each and every one of them is trying to do it all for their team because they want to make sure that they're not in a position like that where you know, they're up a goal and one of them accidentally keeps it up, right? And they got to get out of that headspace because it's gonna kill them.
Yeah, definitely so. They gotta focus up and trust their teammates, trust each other, trust what got them here to this point. They've got to make it happen. A minute 30 now here in game 3. Chimera is looking to put this series on match point. As a demo comes through. Ball gonna be pinched out. Jtron gonna take it up, sending it down. Opportunity. Jtron, look where the flip reset. He's gonna get it down. Rio gonna connect, but Arc with a massive dunk. The net is open. Can they find this read? It's dropping right down to Chimera's jump though. Could be an opportunity for Lightspeed. On the counter attack, because this one popped up a big Rick. He's gonna send it back in. Rio can't connect. Jtron all alone and left to rot as Arc is gonna put it in.
Ark is gonna put that one in. Big Rick's gonna get it past Rio. Jtron almost gets bumped there. It's awkward, just sitting in net, and Ark's gonna put it slot bottom left. Man, the breakdown from the Lightspeed is I'm watching it in front of my eyes.
Yeah, it's a little bit heartbreaking, but they still have a chance here with a minute. Can they lock in? Can they bring it back here? Jtron and company gonna try to do it with Demas. Diving for this one, gonna jump up, but Arc gonna beat him with the ball. Chimeras have been looking quick here, a lot quicker as they're gonna find a demo. Jtron sending this one out. Demas gonna find a touch. This one thrown off the corner, but Big Rick gonna find a touch opportunity. Rio gonna shoot it, trying to slot it in, but J-Rod, perfect defense there. Is this one sent up? Demas gotta make that touch. It's dropping down. Rio gotta send this one in. It's off the backboard. Jtron looking to keep it in, but Lightspeed, they are putting the pressure up, but they gotta find one quick here. They need one with time remaining. As this one sent off the sidewall. Opportunity here, but that one's gonna be banged way too far. As Lightspeed desperately trying to keep it in. A demo can open up some space. Lightspeed need to find a good opportunity. They can't find it through as the final seconds are ticking away. Can they find it with a second on the clock? This one getting popped up. Not going to happen here. And Chimera is going to come back here, take this game number 3. And Coin, they are 1 win away from moving on to the 7th seed.
I mean, how quick the tables have turned. I mean, they could have gone... They could have gone from being in that position, actually being in a better position, being 2-0, to now being down 1 in the series. And they're going to have to win 2 consecutive games in order to take it. I don't know if they can do it, Rocker Man. I mean, it is looking bleak for the Lightspeed as they only had 3 shots on net. Chimeras had triple that. And yeah, I mean, I'm a little speechless right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Chimeras have just been putting on some insane offense in the last couple games, and Lightspeed just hasn't been able to really find anything. And, you know, for me here, Coin, you gotta lock in. I mean, it's not your season on the line quite yet, but, you know, you don't want to have to play. We talked about you don't want to play on Saturday again, a winner-go-home match. You want to lock it in right here and move on to the playoffs. Get into those best-of-7s as soon as you can. Give your team a good shot in a long series, but we're heading to Forbidden Temple. Chaos reigns on this map. Everyone knows it in the Nemesis lore. Crazy things happen on Forbidden Temple, and for Lightspeed's sake, maybe they're hoping some crazy things happen here to try to force a game 5. And we're gonna have to see if they're able to do it.
They're praying right now is the thing that just pops, always keeps consistently popping back in my head is that ball just being kept up. And I'm sure it's in their heads too, but they got to get that out. They gotta clear that out of their minds. They're gonna want to take 2 consecutive games. Like you said, getting into the playoffs sooner rather than later is key.
Yeah, definitely so. And we're gonna have to see if Lightspeed can bring it back. Can they force the game 5? Or will the Chimeras be able to take it all the way? This one locked up in the midfield. Arc gonna find a touch off the sidewall, looking for another one. Gonna drop it down. As Demas can't touch that one. Rio gonna send it down, looking for Demas. It's gonna be cut off to the sidewall. Opportunity. Jtron has an opportunity to shoot on net, but not quite gonna make it happen. But starting out early, finding some opportunities. As J-Rod looking to send it down back into the Lightspeed end. This one off the sidewall, dangerous ball. J-Rod popped it up at Rio. He's gonna find it clear. This one into the corner. Lightspeed trying to get some pressure, but control here by the Chimeras. They're looking to send this one out into the midfield. J-Rod is up for it, but Demas gonna cut it down, grabbing that boost. Is this one? Oh, a dangerous back pass, almost gonna make them pay for that one, but instead it's gonna be cleared away. And we're about a minute and a half into this one. both these teams are just trying to find one opportunity, Quinn. I think both of them understand the gravity of this game.
Yeah, I mean, this could do it for Chimeras. I mean, they got to win one game, and that's it. They're in the playoffs. And, you know, they proved the haters wrong. I mean, a lot of people in chat hating on Chimera right now, and, you know, they're doing what they need to do. I mean, I know that Lightspeed made the big mistake there, but, I mean, the Chimeras are the ones that are capitalizing, and that takes something. I mean, you got to do something in order to take advantage of these mistakes. You can't just let them happen.
Oh, is this one floating back to the net? Nemesis is going to be dunked out by J-Rod.
J-Rod there for his team to get goal number 1, trying to close it out early in a 3-1. Getting the dunk against Demas.
Yeah, and just what a huge dunk right there. The ball just gets by the last defender, and then, I mean, man, a tough one there if you're a Lightspeed fan. But they've got to try to find their way to lock in Big Rick looking for the fake, but Lightspeed just enough to get it away. And can Lightspeed find something here? They just need something going their way. As a little bit of a double commit there, Rio gonna find a touch, sending it down. Chimeras looking to take control. Rio gonna pop it up. This one off the backboard. Demas sets it up. Here comes J-Tron for the shot, and it's gonna go in. And finally, something good for Lightspeed.
J-Tron tying it up, putting Lightspeed on the board. I mean, we went a total of almost 8 minutes without the Lightspeed scoring a single goal. I mean, that one's got to be a massive confidence booster. J-Tron slots that one top left.
Yeah, definitely so. Gotta be feeling good after that one, but they're not gonna be feeling good anymore. As J-Rod off the kickoff's gonna put it home.
J-Rod just deflating the energy coming out of Lightspeed. Just taking that one right back into their favor. Now Lightspeed's gonna have to get another goal if they want to tie this and potentially win it or go OT.
Yeah, definitely so. We know they need at least one goal. Can they find it? Can they do it? Or will they be heading to Saturday night to try to fight for their postseason lives? As Arc looking to send this one out, trying to find a touch, can't find it. This one drops down. Can actually work out okay for the Chimeras for the moment. Big Rick setting it up. Here comes Arc looking for the shot. Denied away, but it's still floating. Here comes J-Rod again. He's going to squeak it around.
J-Rod!
J-Rod is locking in right now.
Bang for the hat trick. J-Rod off of an Arc double tap pass. Puts it bottom left, and that's going to be 3rd goal for J-Rod. I mean, he's got to be my MVP for this game. I mean, everybody's shouting him out in chat. J-Rod coming on through.
Yeah, definitely clutch right now, and there's Big Rick being clutch on the defensive end. And when his team needed him the most, J-Rod is stepped up here. But can they close it out? Or will Lightspeed be able to bring it back? Demas trying to help his team out here. J-Tron off the corner, but only so far as Arc. Arc sent this one up at Rio. He's going to get bumped. As Big Rick going to clear this one down. Gonna find another, trying to keep it in. J-Tron locked out. And Chimera is happy to just let the time waste away just a little bit more. They know every second is a second closer to locking in that 7 seed and moving on to a matchup with Hydra. It's Big Rick dropping this one down. J-Rod gonna find a touch, able to keep it in the corner. But time, the biggest enemy right now, is J-Rod looking for the fake. He's gonna pop it up high. An opportunity for another shot. It's gonna go in. Arc puts it home, and Chimera is 4-1.
It is indeed, and that might have been the dagger rocker, man. I mean, shout out to this Chimera team. I mean, they were receiving a little bit of hate in the chat. I mean, a little bit of love, but also a little bit of hate. Everybody's saying that they don't got it in them. All right, Chimeras do have it in them, and they're showing right now why that's the case. I mean, they're convincingly winning this game right now.
Yeah, and, you know, going back to it, it might just be that veteran experience. These guys have chemistry. They played in Nemesis for a couple seasons together, and they know, you know, when the times get tough, you got to lock in. And ever since that 0-second goal, they have locked in completely. As this one, a dangerous ball, looking for another one, but they've just got to hold on here for 35 seconds. Lightspeed will need a miracle to make something happen. Chimera's just happy to waste the time away. Big Rick sending this one up, gonna find a 50. This ball floating in the corner here. Lightspeed hoping and praying, but it's not really gonna be enough here as Chimeras are still keeping this ball up, and it looks like they are setting themselves up with a date in the first round with the number 2 seeded Hydra here. And again, Coin, what a performance. What a comeback from them as well. I mean, hey, 5 seconds left. Lightspeed gonna find one more, though.
Uh, it's a Hail Mary. I mean, I mean, I would give anybody 100 to 1 odds that it ain't gonna happen, but
Well, I mean, we saw something earlier, Coin, at
it,
0 seconds.
you did, but it's a little different, than
It
this.
seemed improbable, and this one going off to the side, yeah, that is gonna do it, folks. Lightspeed is gonna go down. Chimeras are moving on to the playoffs. What a massive series win.
What a series for Chimera. I mean, we were getting ready to count him out in game number 2 as we were like, yeah, the ball's just gonna drop. He's gonna let it drop, and I don't know who it was, but yeah, and he says it. Jtron says it. If only he dropped it.
Well,
And yeah, it's one little mistake like that cost them the series, and Chimera ran away with it. I mean, they were fearless after that, getting that 0-0 goal and then winning in OT. I mean, that's huge momentum shift for them.
yeah, I mean, it really is, and that one, they're gonna look back on that one and be heartbroken about that one. But if you're Lightspeed, you can't let that one shake your mental too much. You gotta find a way to refocus for Saturday. I mean, you're a good enough team to make it this far, and you gotta go back on Saturday, recover, regroup, bring it back. But I mean, the Chimeras, like we mentioned, I mean that's one they're gonna remember for sure. I mean, like you said, going just seconds away from going down 0-2 in the series, having a reverse sweep. Instead, they clutch up, win in overtime, win the next 2 games, and I mean, man, just an insane performance, Coin.
Yeah, hopefully they take that going into the playoffs. I mean, if they can keep up that momentum for the playoffs against Hydra, I mean, it really could go either way. I mean, when Camaro was playing at their top level and putting out the passing plays, playing fearless Rocket League, I mean that's what they're going to need to do if they're going to want to take on a team like Hydra. And for Lightspeed, I mean, it's every series, it's a new series. It's fresh, 0-0. So if you're Lightspeed, you move on. You take a couple days, you chill out, you do whatever makes you happy, and you come back fresh slate and try to get it done.
Yeah, definitely so. They are going to have to recover, and well, we're going to try to recover still from that from that 0 second goal as the Chimeras take the victory. But when we come back, we are heading to the Challenger League. Some spicy events have gone down in the Challenger League before this matchup. We have the Papayas with a new look roster taking on the Hellcats here. It's going to be another spicy one, but we're going to be taking a short break. When we come back, we'll be back for that matchup here. So make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a few.